Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Real Talk by Capers and Parsons. We got our boy Mike here again on NBA Thursday. I'm going to get straight to it. Forget the intro. I'm a little pissed off. And it has nothing to do with OKC losing their first game to the Nuggets, which we'll get into in a minute. It has everything to do with the Oklahoma City Thunder trading Josh Giddey straight up for Alex Caruso. Now, why do you say that, Capers? Allow me to explain. All summer I heard, oh my gosh, Josh Giddey didn't fit, and that may be true. Josh Giddey this, Josh Giddey that. He's never gonna develop into like a crazy player that you guys want him to, this and that. He can't shoot, he this, he that. Well, all I heard was Alex Caruso is a great defender, and he still is. For the first 8 games, he still is. All I heard was he doesn't need the ball. He could finish at the rim, and he can spot up shoot. He can spot up shoot. Tried 14% from 3. 26% from the fucking field. I knew I was right. I don't care if it's 8 games in. I knew I was right. I knew that was a bad trade. You don't get rid of a player of Josh Giddey's caliber after one bad season. You try to make that shit work as a starter. You try to make that shit work, and you go from there, bro. We were the number 1 seed last year, Mike. We're tied for the number 1 seed this year. So clearly it's not that much of a difference as far as like impact, I guess, or whatever, but damned if you will, damned if you won't. But the point that I'm making is you did not have to trade Josh Giddey, bro. Josh Giddey right now, I think, is averaging 14, 6, and 6, or 6 and 7. He's shooting like 35 from 3 right now, 45 from the field. He's outperforming Caruso in every fucking metric but defense, bro. Your thoughts on the damn trade, bro?
At first, I thought it was a weird trade. I mean, you're trading a young, rising talent for someone that's a win now, old, not old, but in his prime realistic standpoint, and he can defend.
Yeah.
But as we're seeing how this trade is developing, you kind of have to. It feels like comparing it to the James Harden premature trade. Now, I'm obviously not saying Josh Giddey is going to be like James Harden, but you can see how after the James Harden trade, he flourished in the Rockets role, where he became one of the best players of the Rockets generation. And you can see how Giddey is now playing better in the Bulls system, maybe mainly because they don't have the guards of his caliber and of his height. But it's kind of like, in my opinion, how that James Harden trade went through. How they traded him to the Rockets, and then they traded Giddey to the Bulls, and now he's playing better. So maybe the reason why they did the trade was because they wanted more defense, or they wanted someone more established, so they don't have to, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, grow him and
Develop him?
develop, exactly that word, develop him. You can already see that Shea is the facilitator, and Josh Giddey needs the ball. I mean, I haven't really watched him play this season, but I've been seeing highlights and been seeing stats. It just seems like Giddey is doing better in the Bulls system than he was in the Thunder.
Bro, but this is what I'm saying, though. Now, that's not it. Now, you could say that. But what is Caruso doing, though? Bro, 1 of 9 every fucking night? Dude, bro. They oversold, they false advertised this man's jump shot. Now, did I come into this season thinking that Caruso was a career 40% shooter from 3, fucking lights out catch and shoot? No. 14%, Mike.
It is the first 8 games,
Mike.
but yeah.
1 of 9 every fucking night. Come on.
Has it
bro.
actually been every night?
Just about. It seems like it. It seems like it. It seems like it. And it's just like this, bro. It's just like, bro, that's so frustrating now again. We're the number 1 seed. We only lost 1 game. Did we lose that game last night because of Caruso? No. Should we have lost last night? No. But I'm not frustrated with OKC losing. I'm just frustrated with they made a trade for, and the way I look at it, for what? I feel like you did not need to do that.
Agreed.
Now that I got that off of my chest, moving on to last night, let's actually talk a little bit about the game. The Thunder dropped their first game to the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets were shorthanded. They had to start Russell Westbrook in place of Jamal Murray. They had to start Christian Braun or whatever his name is in front of Aaron Gordon because Aaron Gordon was out. And they got the job done. Jokic put up video game numbers again.
Per
Westbrook
usual.
had damn near 30. Russell Westbrook against his former team goes off. Hit 3 or 4 from 3. Was babying them in the post. He was doing his thing. Your thoughts on that game, bro?
Um, like you said before, I didn't watch too much of that game, but seeing on how Russ is substituting himself for Jamal Murray in the starting lineup, I mean, it's about time he had a decent game. It's about time. I mean, you see him over here chucking up stuff, doing like God knows what when he comes to the 3-pointer, but it's nice to see him actually have a solid game and not look like he's washed and to retire after the season. So, I mean, I'm happy that he played as his old self. I mean, you never see him actually shooting 3-pointers like that. Um, you know, having them shorthanded and playing, I'm not sure if I would say a juggernaut as the Thunder because they're really good. They're one of the most well-rounded teams in the West.
Agreed.
But being able to knock them off shorthanded with the Thunder damn near all healthy, I mean, knocking them off at their first game, I'd say that's a pretty good game for them.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Like you said, bro. Like Russell Westbrook not looking like he needs to retire after the season. That's hilarious. But yeah, Russell Westbrook balled out. Uh, shit, Jalen Williams balled out. Shea balled out. Chet is being real inconsistent lately, and I hate that about him. Like his
Well,
offensive game.
it's a second full season, so I
I
mean,
know.
you could realistically say it's a sophomore season for him because he was out
Yeah,
his rookie season.
yeah, and in the last episode we talked about like how important him playing well is for our
Mm-hmm.
success,
Yeah,
and he was playing well, but and he was showing different things in his offensive game that he didn't show last season at all, which is a good thing. It's a plus. And again, it's only game 8, whatever, but
he can only get better, can't get worse.
he can only get better. He's a vital key to our success. And it's just like, bro, with him, he do you remember they don't say it now because Anthony Davis picked his shit up lately, especially last playoffs too, but do you remember what they used to say about AD? He would come up small as hell some nights. Like when he wasn't getting hurt, he'll either go off or he'll have a night where he just looks like a bum or
So
looks
inconsistency
timid
is what you're saying.
or looks scared. That's kind of how Chet looks at times.
I mean,
And
yeah, with a second year player, I mean, it can only go up from there. I mean,
yeah,
he's probably one of the more well-rounded centers. He can create his own shot. He can block shots. I mean, you just gotta give him time.
yeah, just got to give him time. Like I said, I'm not killing him or nothing for it,
Yeah, no.
but it was a good game. Shea had the chance to go win the game. We played the free throw game. They fouled Jokic. Jokic makes one of two. We go score a layup. I think Caruso maybe or somebody scored a layup. After that, we go foul. I think Watson or somebody, and they go 0 for 2 from the line. Shea has the ball with a chance to tie it or win it, and he was just taking his sweet ass time, Mike. Shea gets the pass from Caruso. He's walking the ball up the court. He's running literally every second down. And I do and I do mean every second down. Girl, what are you doing, girl? Yeah, you say I'm recording.
All right, focus.
He's running every second down of the clock. And the next thing you know, he goes in, drives in, takes a layup, gets blocked, a terrible layup where he should have pulled up. And then shoot, we lose the game. That's not much really to say about that. You hate to lose your first game to a shorthanded Nuggets, but that's the NBA, bro.
So I wanted to, yeah. So I want to switch over to my team, the Heat, against the Suns. I mean, you watched your game. I watched my game. KD. Oh my God,
Yeah, he's been balling lately.
yeah, bro. Nothing on this team can stop him. Like I'm watching this game. Bradley Beal put up a stinker. He didn't play that well,
Yeah,
and
I know.
no one could guard KD that game. Bam had one of the worst nights of his life.
Yeah,
He
what's going
was
on with him?
I couldn't tell you. He was 5 for 21 last night. He was really really bad. He was missing wide open floaters, wide open layups. Um, Terry had a bad game. The one thing that I am proud of is as Heat fans we call it the third quarter. So literally the third quarter is our worst quarter,
That shouldn't be
and
that way. But
and
go
it
ahead.
shouldn't be that way. But we didn't shit in the third quarter. We shit in the fourth quarter. Tyler Hero, let me tell you this.
He was the
I
balling.
Let me say this. I think he's going to be an all-star this season.
Yeah, yo,
I'm calling it. He is
doing his
literally
thing, bro.
making every single bucket you could think
Absolutely.
of. Literally. And Butler, I mean, I don't regular season Butler shit, but I'm watching the rest of this game. We were up by 15 and KD was just killing us. And let me just say this, the last play of the Heat, they were down 3 with 4.6 seconds left in the clock on the fourth quarter. They had a chance to try to, attempt to tie it. Literally, I believe it was Duncan. Was it Duncan Robinson? Someone was throwing it into Bam. Bam passed it to Jimmy. And Jimmy accidentally started going in. And he backed up. And he didn't realize that Tyler was already guarded. And he passed it to Tyler with 0.4 seconds left on the shot clock. And we didn't even get a shot up before the end of the game.
They didn't even get a shot off.
We didn't get a shot off at all. I'm just sitting there like, really? Are you serious? Spo, you literally had to plan timeout before for the end of the game, and that happens. Like, bruh, come on, like that's insane. Yes. Bam cannot have that game. He cannot be 5 for 21 ever again.
Bro, he hasn't been playing well offensively.
He definitely hasn't, but usually I give the first 15 games as like the warm-up games and then see what happens after that because everybody's got to gel together and get used to it. But Khalil Ware, I'm finally seeing that we're playing him. We're finally playing our rookies, and Larson has actually been he's been playing good since Jaime's out. So
who?
Jaquez. He's been sick, so he hasn't played the past 2 games.
Okay.
But that's all I gotta say. I just hope that Bam doesn't put up more stinkers. Please don't.
Bro,
so
he'll pick it up.
Yeah.
He has to.
One subject I want to switch to now, Grady Dick.
Grady,
that boy has been cooking.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Oh my God.
That second year.
Yes. Usually it's called a second year sophomore slump. He's having a sophomore high.
Complete opposite. Complete fucking opposite.
Oh my, bro. I think he's been averaging like 31 points a game in the past 4 games.
Bro, he has been balling, yo.
Yes.
And that's what I wanted OKC to pick him. Remember that night?
Yes.
I wanted OKC to get him.
Oh my God, you were texting me the entire time during that drive. You're like, I want Grady Johnson.
I wanted Grady Johnson. So bad,
yo.
So bad. He is balling right now, bro. I love to see it. Raptors, I mean, they're not the best team, but he's getting his opportunities, and he's making the most of them, for sure.
For sure.
Now let's talk about that Boston Warriors game.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up.
No Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum starts off the game pretty slow. Like the whole first half, he was kind of.
It was Derek White.
It was Derek White was the one making the shots and creating, and Buddy Hield, Kuminga, Steph Curry balled out.
Hield's been on a heater too.
To turn up late, but it wasn't enough.
Hield's been having a heater too.
Yo, Hield. I was going back and forth with somebody on Instagram. People won't admit it, but they need to. Hield was an upgrade from Clay, and I know people don't like. They always wanted the Splash Bros to stay together.
It's called the Splash Buddies now.
I get it, but like. The best thing the Warriors could have did was let Clay walk and get Hield.
So the one thing I want to say about that is I saw on Twitter too where every team that Buddy Hield has gone to in the past 3 or 4 years, he has started off as a heater, like putting up maybe 20 points a game in like the first 5 games of the season. and then going downhill. That's what I've seen. So like I think it was the Pacers. He first started really hot, then he went down.
He
He
went to
went
the
to the
Sixers,
Sixers,
started off
had a
really
heater
hot,
for the past 4 or 5 games,
and then
went down.
yep.
So I just want to see if that's going to happen with the Warriors because he's had a pretty good few games. So I want
Yeah,
to see how
and
that goes.
I was kind of confused about the Sixers situation because he was doing pretty good for them last year, and then they didn't even play him at all in the playoffs, like basically at all.
That management is something else.
Sixers, bro. Yo,
Hmm.
let's move on from to the Sixers actually.
Okay.
With that whole Joel Embiid suspension,
I
I have
heard
a
about that. I didn't really look
proposition.
into it, but I heard about some reporter and altercation.
Okay, I have a proposition. They need to make his ass play 3 games straight,
I saw that on
not
Twitter too.
suspend him for 3 games straight. I seen that on Twitter, and I'm like, yo, that's a fact, bro. He's a millionaire, got all this money. What he doesn't even want to play anyway. So make him play. Don't give him the days off. Like
And then
what
he
the hell?
flops like a big man, and it's so annoying to watch.
Yeah, Embiid is irritating, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Joel Embiid is very irritating. Do I
Yeah,
like
he's
him?
not fun to
Yes,
watch.
but he's just bro. Play. That's just all I have to say about that, bro.
Yeah. Let's move on to the Cavs.
8-0,
They are
right?
still undefeated.
Yep, 8-0.
Still undefeated.
Wait, they're the last undefeated team left.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
And Donovan Mitchell, I believe, the past 2 games he's had the game winning shots. I think he beat the Bucks twice in a row, right? I
No, I don't
believe.
know. I don't know. I don't know about that, but
I
I know he did have
remember
one.
his one game winner was against the Bucks with like 0.2 seconds left on the clock. Bro, that team is so. Garland is playing out of his damn mind. Garland is playing so
Mobley
well,
too.
and he last season he was saying like he didn't enjoy playing because he broke his jaw and he was going through some stuff mentally. Bro, this year has been different.
Yeah. So that has a question that I wanted to pose to you.
Mm.
Okay. Now, outside of him breaking his jaw or going through it, right? Can we say for the past at least 2, 3 seasons, the Cavaliers have had a roster to compete?
Yes, since they got
Okay.
Donovan Mitchell.
So here's my question.
Mm.
You have Garland, Donovan Mitchell, you got Okoro, Mobley, Allen, Max Strus, Sam Merrill, Ty Jerome, George Niang. I'm probably missing Dean Wade, Karis LeVert. That roster is stacked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here's the question. They've basically had that same variation of players for the past 2, 3 years outside of Strus. Is it they're playing better because they needed a couple of years to gel together, or are they playing better because they have a new coach in Kenny Atkinson?
Um,
Because the team looks virtually the fucking same.
I wouldn't say it's coaching because even with JB Bickerstaff,
Guess
they were
what?
still playing well. I would
They weren't
maybe
playing this well.
no, but they were playing okay. They were playing decent. But I'd say because of Garland was playing like shit last season. There's a lot of things going on around the Cavs. They got Jared Allen even was talking about playoff stuff and how it was too bright for him. I do think that they needed more time to gel. Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell are very small in the backcourt, so they could get picked on defensively. But I think they
Yeah.
needed more time to gel, and I'm not sure how good of a coach Kenny Atkinson is. I mean, seeing on how they're starting off 9-0,
Yeah, look at
he's
how
got
they're
to be doing
doing.
something.
Yeah.
But I do. They probably did need time to gel, and I think now that Darius Garland's back and like is mentally good now, he's in the right mind, and he's been playing amazing. I think it's all based on how Donovan Mitchell and Garland play. Because Garland plays shit, it kind of affects the rest of the team. If Mitchell's playing like shit, it affects the rest of the team. So I just think that they need more time to gel. I mean, Donovan Mitchell's been there what, second season now?
I think 3 years.
3? Okay.
So this is why I'm asking you this, right?
Yeah.
Why did it take 3 years? I feel like I feel like I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like it shouldn't have taken that long, bro.
I think it should take 2 years tops to gel. At least the first season is like kind of like the gelling is kind of like getting used to everything. The second year is everybody getting on the same page, and then hopefully everything works out. And then the third season, there's really no excuses. And right now they're in the third season
Yeah,
with no
they're in the third
excuses, and they're
season with no
playing. They're playing
excuses.
amazing.
They are playing amazing right now.
Yeah.
Maybe Donovan Mitchell is taking, like you said, Garland's back in a great space. He's recovered now, and Mitchell's taking more of a back seat. He's not jacking up a whole bunch of shots. He's playing more team basketball. He's letting Mobley, Levert, Garland, Allen get involved a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's picking his spots where he needs to take over or score. But I feel like him, I can see the sacrifice that he made. And I feel like, bro, if they keep playing like that, are they the second best team in the East?
It could be the best.
Oh, you think they're better than Boston healthy?
Why did I just completely forget about Boston? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
can't do that.
I
Nope.
think they would be the second best team.
I knew as soon as I said the best, I was like,
Yeah, I
wait a
was
minute,
like,
I
wait
must
a
be missing a
second.
team.
What? Yeah, so I feel
But
like
I'm gonna circle back around to the point you made where Mitchell was taking a step back because of Garland playing like ass last year and being not in the mental state. Mitchell had to take on the responsibility of being the number one and carrying the group. But now that he doesn't, like you said, he has to take a step back. Garland's playing better, and now they're actually gelling as a backcourt.
mm-hmm.
Now everything is starting to work and come into place.
Yeah.
So
No,
yeah,
I'm with you on that. And that's good to see because, bro, well, not too long, but like they lost to the Knicks the year before. You said, oh yeah, the lights were too bright for Jared Allen. Um, Mitchell was doing what he can, but he wasn't having a lot of help. Last year they lost to Boston. Mitchell got hurt. They blew them out one game, but then Mitchell got hurt. You know how that went. I feel like this could be their year to really make a title push, bro. They just have to
they
keep
could.
it up. And if they
Yeah,
can keep it up, they'll be good, bro.
yeah. I agree. The only thing that's in their way is Boston. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
So yeah, but Tatum is still going crazy. I hate saying that.
Yeah,
I hate the
Tatum is
Celtics with a
balling.
burning
Tatum
passion.
is balling.
But yeah,
He's on a mission right now, bro. But I mean, it's even better because Jaylen Brown's not in, so he gets more shots.
I did not know that that Jaylen Brown didn't play that game. What was wrong with him?
Jaylen Brown got a some type of injury. I don't even know what his injury is.
Uh,
He got something that's been keeping him out like the past 3 games.
the one thing I will say for the Sixers, I'm just gonna bring her back around. They have the worst luck.
Yo.
Tyrese is out now.
So Embiid's out and suspended. Tyrese Maxey was balling, but they were losing. Now you get help. You get Paul George back.
And now
Paul
Tyrese
George
is out
comes
with a
back,
hamstring,
and now
whatever it is.
Tyrese is out for a month. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, the Philadelphia 76ers luck, bro.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Nets where they just couldn't get everybody healthy for
They couldn't
any
get anybody
games.
healthy for shit.
Nope.
That's them right now. And
You literally had James Harden, Kyrie, and KD, and
They're
played
never,
what
they're
8
barely
games
playing.
together?
Yeah. That's a shame, bro. That's a shame, bro. Anything else you want to cover before we hop up out of here?
Not necessarily.
I think that was a little brief overview, so we can wrap it up right there. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you boys and girls for stepping in and watching the episode. We got a little shorter one today, but shit happens. There's plenty of shit that we're going to come out with and talk about in the future. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this around, and we'll be back in a couple days with another one.